guys, I am here with Jacopo, the real estate agent who's going to be showing us the dream home for sale today. We're in Montepulciano, a beautiful medieval town in the heart of Tuscany, one of Tuscany's most famous towns. We're going to view the place. We're going to get some really good food to eat. And then of course we're going to view a beautiful home for sale. This is the city of wine, so let's enjoy a glass of wine to start off the trip. I often ask myself, what would be the ultimate Italian dream home location? Well, if I'm limited to one, I might have to say it's Montepulciano, Tuscany. It's famous for a reason, a medieval hilltop town with a skyline of stone and terracotta, surrounded by countryside which even Hollywood drools over. Let's start our tour at the top of the hill in Piazza Grande, the heart of town life whose monumental backdrop is iconic. The Duomo, the Renaissance palaces, and especially the Palazzo Comunale. This is a 14th century construction in travertine stone, and it's one of the symbols of Montepulciano. Going up the clock tower will give you stunning views of the valleys below and the chance to wave to strangers' drones. The other symbol is the Pozzo, a monumental well also in travertine stone, topped with statues of griffins, lions, and the stem of the Medici family. But beyond architecture, Montepulciano simply has style. I find that its elegant atmosphere perfectly embodies the vision and, dare I say, legitimate stereotype of la dolce vita. So this is the part of the video where I give you an interesting fact about Montepulciano. Montepulciano is strategically located between the Val d'Orcia and the Val di Chiana of Tuscany, Tuscany's two most famous valleys, which are steeped in wine culture, wine history. In fact, Montepulciano is famous for its wine heritage. It's filled with underground cantine, which have been in continuous use since the Middle Ages, one of which was used as the backdrop for the filming of Twilight, and is in fact the wine cellar that we're going to be touring a bit later in this video. If you dream of having your own place to call home in Montepulciano, or just want to visit, know that it's a town which strikes a good balance between liveliness and tranquility. There are lots of shops with locally produced pastas, cheeses, and hams, and even a t-shirt store of prints with cute animals eating pasta, if that's what you're into. But what types of homes are there in Montepulciano? In the historic center, things range from luxury palazzos to more modest apartments, but in almost all cases you can expect Tuscan charm and a great location. I think the home for sale that I found today strikes a great balance in criteria. So guys, the first stop on our food tour is to Caffè Poliziano, which is one of the most historical cafes and locales in all of Montepulciano, known for its beautiful interior, reminiscent of the most decadent ballrooms of the 1800s, but also has really, really good food. So let's have a pastry and something good for breakfast. They just served me my breakfast. This is an affogato al caffè, which basically means something that's drowned, affogato. And it's almost the Italian equivalent of a float. So like a, I don't know, root beer float with ice cream. This is with a vanilla gelato and with a shot of espresso. And we're accompanying it with croissant, cornetto con la crema. Thinking of going on a food tour of Italy yourself? Well, how are you going to know the best things to order if your Italian isn't up to scruff? With Lingoda, the sponsor of today's video and online language school, you can take real classes to boost your language skills for your next trip abroad. I've personally signed up with Lingoda to try my hand with German, which I studied for a semester back in the day but haven't used since. Lessons are always with a certified, native-level teacher, no AI bots, and classes have a maximum of 5 students, so your experience is personalized. Ich bin Marco, ich lebe in Italien und mein Lieblingsessen aus Deutschland sind Käsespätzle. I love how classes run 24/7, a perfect fit to reconcile learning with my working schedule and family life. The platform also has self-learning resources, so I'm able to study on my own outside of class time and keep track of my progress. And now with Lingoda Language Sprint Challenge, you can put yourself to the test by committing yourself to daily online lessons for the next 60 days and receive 50% cashback rewards upon successful completion. So try out Lingoda yourself by clicking in the link below in the video description and receive 20 euros off by using my code DREAMAUGUST. Okay, and the next stop on our food tour of Montepulciano is La Schiaccia dell'Opio. La Schiaccia is a type of sandwich which is made out of the typical focaccia bread. Here in Tuscany, they fill it up with lots of goodies, and I believe the dough is prepared during 48 hours. So it looks delicious, has some great reviews. This is the sandwich, if you can see that. Looks really, really good. It's with finocchione salame, which is a typical Tuscan salami made with fennel. This is a pecorino cheese, and it's made with a walnut sauce. This one's really good.
Which one is it?
It's their the namesake, Opio.
Oh,
So
I haven't tried the Opio one yet.
For lunch, we're stopping at a place which is off the main drag, somewhat more of like a hidden gem type of place where they serve wine and handmade pasta. Not a lot of options, but what they make is really, really good.
Tagliatelle anatra. Noi consigliamo sempre di provare prima senza parmigiano e poi con il parmigiano, che rimane un sugo molto delicato.
Va bene.
E buon proseguimento.
Grazie. So we have our dish of today, our dish of pasta. Third stop here along our food tour. This is a ragù bianco, so it's a white meat sauce, meaning there's no tomatoes involved. He says it's a very delicate sauce, so to try it first without the grated cheese and then with the grated cheese. So it really isn't a heavy sauce at all. You can really taste the aromatic base of celery, carrots, and onions. Even though it's meat-based, even though it's hot today, I think it was the right choice. Bottega del Vino, 4.7 on Google out of 5. I agree with that. Definitely check it out. Now let's go to our next stop. So we've made it back up the hill and we're stopping at a place to taste wines. This is a famous cantina, one of the oldest I think in Europe, dating back to perhaps Roman times even. So we're going to go in, taste some wines, get a tour, and hear more about the winemaking process here in Montepulciano. Ciao Marco.
Ciao, piacere Nicolò, benvenuti, welcome to the Ricci, welcome to our winery. And now let's make some steps to go to the dungeon of the place and to see something amazing at the bottom of this beautiful palace.
Great.
Andiamo, let's go.
Exciting guys, let's head down. I think it goes down very, very deep.
And there to the right, I give you an idea of where I'm going to bring you today, because we are going to go literally under the main square of Montepulciano and under the history of our town. Almost 700 years of history in which we've had only two families at the ownership. The first one, it has been the family De Ricci, and from 1972 the winery passed to our family. Over there you can see the stables where the important horses were. We are finally arrived in the winery. So from here I love to say that in 1337 we have started our first wine. But in 1568, Giovanni De Ricci, he decided to create the second winery. For him, that he was a cardinal of the Pope, the wine, it wasn't just the product of the grape. and it was also the blood of Christ. That's why he decided in 1500 to create the cathedral. If you look up and if you look at that beautiful wall, there is the first boundary of the town, made by the two arches and those beautiful white stones. Watch your head, it's going to be very short. Our net is very short. Mi raccomando, attenti alla testa.
Wow. Something you can feel down here is how much lower the temperature is. The lower you go down, the cooler it gets.
Yes. What was displaced, honestly, we cannot tell because we don't know actually. We are still studying, maybe more a tomb or a house. We know that it's very old. We are talking about the 4th century BC. And it is the story of the first Montepulciano. As I mentioned, the town at the bottom, the religious places in the top.
2,000, who knows, even 3,000 years ago. They don't know the origins of it. It's just incredible history being down here. Wine tasting time.
For the tasting of today, I decided to bring you the 3 most important wines that we have, at the same time the 3 most important soils that we have. Starting from the east part, we have an amazing sandy soil. Sandy is a classic soil which is very juicy. And in this place of the sandy soil, we make this beautiful wine here, our Rosso di Montepulciano, that promote the feeling and the taste of cherry, strawberries, also at the same time a tiny bit of all of the fresh red fruits. Cheers!
Cheers!
Cheers! The glass is already finished. In less than a second, all done.
This one goes down smooth.
From this point, we will go to the south of Montepulciano, the soil where, forgive me, but I love to say that the nobile is more noble. And here we make our most loved and produced wine, Vino Nobile di Montepulciano. And it's a wine that has a beautiful feeling of roses, prune, plum.
Chin chin.
Salute!
Salute.
Salute!
Completely different taste.
Yes.
Wow.
Same grape, different soil. In the north side of Montepulciano, we have a place with a very hard clay, sand and beautiful fossil seashells, literally everywhere. And those makes the taste of the wine, the mineral taste. And in this place, we make our selection and our Soraldo.
Marco,
Chin.
chin.
Okay, so we've made it to the street where the house is going to be that we're going to tour today. This is actually on the main corso of Montepulciano, one of the main commercial roads where you have restaurants, where you have shops going all the way up to the piazza. And so I thought, let's start the tour from here to kind of show you where we are located in the city. So we start our property walkthrough. This is the main street, what's called the Corso in Italian. And this alleyway is where the home is located, right under this gorgeous arch. Really 2 steps away from the road heading up to the piazza, that really beautiful pastry shop that we had our breakfast in this morning, and all the other amenities of town. And of to note is that it's a very quiet street. So even though you're in the heart of Montepulciano, you have your own angle of peace and quiet where your home is located. And that's a huge plus. So right through this private gate is the home that we're going to be seeing. 360,000 euros is the asking price. Response to the question, can you find your own cute little home in Montepulciano, all belonging to yourself? So it's not an apartment, the full home is yours, and it comes with 2 private courtyards, a small one in the front and another one in the back. Renovated, turnkey. I think it's a very special property, but you tell me. Let's go have a look. In terms of characteristics, 100 square meters, 2 bedroom, 2 bathroom on the inside, and then we have the 2 courtyards. So this is a view of that front facade. Here to the right is where we have what's more of a technical room. This is the laundry room, but it's also where the heating boiler is located. And as you can see, we're surrounded by stone, the stone facades of the neighbors and the stone walls of the courtyard itself. So this is courtyard number one. Obviously, this is a cute, small little courtyard. This is the window coming from the kitchen. So you can have breakfast prepared, sent to you right out through the window, and you can have it here. Let's go into the ground floor. So this is fully renovated in 2023, currently being used as a B&B, from what I understood, around gross 10% earnings, but it's a perfectly livable home. So if it's a place you want to go to and live in by yourself, it's a perfect solution. As you can see, very elegantly furnished and sold furnished as well. Here to the left is where we have the downstairs bathroom. Radiators are in all rooms, so it's a home that's heated by gas. There's a little door there, so you have an entryway into the bathroom from the outside, which we'll see later. Turning around the corner brings us into the kitchen. There to the right is the big refrigerator, and to the left is where we have the actual cooking space. A nice little balcony there along that other wall, making use of that space over there. Here to the back is where we have the dining area, and the living room actually goes pretty far back, going in under these stairs. A really nice open space with those open stairs there in the middle in wood, and a really cute corner as well. But let's head out back. This is very unique for being in the center of Montepulciano. So this is definitely one of the highlights of the home, this inner courtyard. Really beautiful. It's 100% yours. It's not shared. And also this first floor balcony overlooking it all. You actually have stairs going up that way or going down when you're upstairs. This is that door, that side door to the bathroom. And here's just a tiny door where you have the electricity counters, the water counters. So heading back inside, we've seen the downstairs. Let's go see the upstairs. Beautiful light fixture there, by the way, and nice little shelves and decorations going up the stairs. So this brings us into a hallway. As you can see, a nice window letting in light at the top of the stairwell. To the right, we have bedroom number one. So it's currently being lived in, being used as a B&B. So there's not much personal belongings in it, but it gives you a great idea for the space. The bedroom has access to this balcony, so lots of light coming in. Would be great to wake up in the morning, open the doors, and peek out. And halfway down the hallway, you have the walk-in closet. Plenty of space here to have your armoires, your clothing, and makes up for the fact that the bedrooms aren't the biggest. So a great addition. Turning the corner brings you into the upstairs bathroom. As you can see, beautifully done. There's a light well letting in lots of light from the roof, and then a really big shower. As you can see, brand new tilings, great shower head. I personally think they did a great job on the renovation. What do you guys think? Let me know below. Anyways, the last bedroom, the second bedroom, is around here, the corner. I believe it's the same size as the other one. Very nice that it has a nice window letting in plenty of light. The access to that back balcony, however, is on this side. So you can see stairwell going down and a personal space, all your own. Great to have. So right below, what did you think about Montepulciano? What did you think about this home? As always, my email address is marco@justdreamitaly.com. If you're interested in this home, or if you're interested in working with a buyer's agent, check out my Patreon if you haven't yet. And I'll see you next time. Ciao.